Today I'm on site at Tranquility Lakes RV Resort, and this place is amazing. My name is Patti Hunt, and you're listening to the RV Life Podcast. Now, not only are you going to hear this podcast, but you're going to see the video of this incredible location. I'm here today with Maximo Hernandez-Ortiz, the General Manager of Tranquility Lakes RV Resort. Welcome to the RV Life Podcast.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you here today, Patti. I know you have an amazing podcast and you've been living the great RV life, so we're excited to share a little bit about Tranquility Lakes with you today.
I am here to get all of the information for my listeners and now my viewers that are going to get to see this place firsthand. Okay, so this is an exclusive episode, which means there's no sponsor breaks. There's all about Tranquility Lakes RV Resort. So I'm excited about this particular show.
I am as well.
Okay. Now you are a native Floridian and we are in Cape Coral, Florida. Can you tell people where in Florida that is?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Miami, so Florida native. So we are on the west coast of Florida, about an hour and a half south of Sarasota, and we're part of the greater Fort Myers area. So I would say about an hour north of Naples.
Okay, an hour north of Naples, west coast, right near the Gulf of Mexico.
Right, literally right over there, about a mile away.
That's awesome. I love it here. Okay, let's dive in. We're going to talk about this new location, which opened about a year ago, correct?
Actually, less than a year. So we're still like a little less than 1 year old. We opened on December of 2023. So we'll be celebrating our first year here in a couple of months.
Okay, maybe I'll come back for that celebration.
You should.
Okay, there you go. I just got invited back because I would love to come back here, spend lots of time in this park.
We'll get a cake and everything too.
A cake and everything.
Yes.
I love cake. That sounds great. Okay, let's talk details.
Excellent.
How many sites? Let's talk about the sites. How many are there?
Perfect. Well, we have over 500 concrete pads. All of them have both 30 and 50 amps. Like I said, just under a year, so everything is brand new, beautiful. Feedback from our guests has been just incredible. It's truly a hidden gem. It's an amazing location that we're excited to share with everybody.
It truly is a hidden gem, so it is easy to access, and that's important
for
absolutely. Us as RVers. It's easy to access. You pull into the gates, and you are almost transformed. It's like paradise.
That's right.
It truly is luxury. It's a luxury resort. Now, you said concrete pads. For those of my friends that are RVers, they are level. These sites, that's so important to be able to be level. There's picnic tables there that are just beautiful. The nicest picnic tables.
Oh, well, thank you.
I truly mean it. Again, it's important because your outside space is such an important part of RVing, especially as a full-timer. You're in less than 400 square feet of space. You want to make sure that outside space is nice and available. And sewer and water on every site. Right. And I'm told everything is up and working. It's all
absolutely.
Working. Yeah. So sometimes new, we not always working. So I just want to make sure. Now, there's pull-in sites and back-in sites. Again, the details for my RVers.
Correct.
But here's probably my favorite part of this park, 90 acres of lake.
Yes.
Let's talk about that because people are then thinking, will I get a spot by the lake? Let's talk about
Absolutely. Well, obviously our lakefront sites are elite and the ones with the absolute best view. But let me tell you, even if you're not on the lakefront, you literally just walk out of your RV a couple of feet and you still have this amazing view of the lake. It is a gorgeous 90-acre lake.
And we're going to talk more about the amenities. Again, for those of the people that are listening and not able to see the video just yet, keep in mind that these sites surround the lake. So I want to talk a little more because I know when I've gone into RV parks, you have those 4 or 5 sites that are lakefront. Sometimes they're very limited. That is not the case here. Literally, I'm going to say that word again, the RV spots overlook the lake all around this huge, beautiful lake.
Absolutely, and I'm so proud to be the general manager here. We have an incredible, friendly and welcoming staff. And to your point, the lake is really in the center of the resort. So all of our pads surround the lake. So there really is not a bad view from anywhere in the park at all. We have incredible sunrises. You can drive to the other side of the lake and get a great sunrise view. And then you can also get some amazing sunsets if they kind of dip down into the Gulf. Now you can't see the Gulf, but it's just right over there, so you get those amazing Gulf sunsets.
And I have to say, I drove around here yesterday. I was just going to do a quick drive around. I was here for over an hour. I was watching the sunset, and that is one of my favorite things, is sunsets. The fact that the sites surround this big, beautiful lake, it was done right. So whoever developed this,
yes.
It was absolutely done right.
Yes.
I love that. I don't have to worry about getting that good spot. Now, like you said, the spots that aren't right on the lake, you're just a few steps and you're there. You could see those spots from you could see the lake from pretty much any spot. And I'm harping on that because as an RVer, the scene is so important.
Well, I'm sure throughout your travels, like maybe you've seen promotional materials for a resort and it looks just amazing, and then you get there and there was like that one shot, right? If you were in this one or two locations, you have that stunning view. If you look at our promotional materials, and I definitely hope that you do, what you see is actually what you get. And I believe like you can provide a testimonial to that.
Absolutely, because you're right. And so you look at these pictures online or even videos that you see, and you see all the pretty spots. And then you get there, and like you said, you don't always get that spot. You don't have to worry about that here. I got to be totally honest. I was in Hershey at the RV show, and people were talking about Tranquility Lake, and I said, well, I'll let you know. I'm going to be there next week. So I was coming to make sure it was everything that everybody was saying.
And we passed your test?
Yes.
I love it.
It truly, the way the spots are aligned, it truly is everything, probably more than what I expected.
That warms my heart.
Good. And just when things are done right, I like to point out that they are done right. So let's talk about some of the details here, okay? So we have our spots. You have everything you need at that spot. Even where the picnic table is, it's cement, really nice area. There's grass, trees that when I pull into an RV resort and just go, or wow, it's just that moment. So let's talk some details.
Absolutely.
Okay? Some of the people were asking me, first of all, can I stay for a night or two? Can I stay for a week? Let's talk about people being able to stay in for how long.
Absolutely. First and foremost, the Encore brand is kind of an elite brand. There's less than 100 in the U.S., so it's some of our more premier properties, as well as you can see from kind of your stay here. So we want you to come, whether it's for a day, a week, a month, or long term. We have the potential to create an exceptional experience regardless of the length of your stay here. You can bring the family, you can bring your significant other, you can bring your pets. We want everybody to be here.
And like you said, nightly, weekly, monthly, you have seasonal.
We have seasonal, and then we have longer term as well. And you can get a hold of us for some more details, right, on the kind of the length of the stays and the pricing and all of that. But I can tell you that we have some of the absolute best pricing in Florida right now.
And people say that all the time. And I'm going to I was here yesterday.
I'll take that challenge.
Yes, the sales person was here. So he's in charge of sales for the seasonal and the long term. And we're standing there, and he told me the price. And you could quote the price if you want. I had to have it repeated, and then I had to do the math on the monthly. And this is less expensive than any. So when I was here in Florida last winter, I was trying to get a monthly site, and the price that you guys are quoting is less than what I could have gotten at any of those monthlies that I was looking at. I don't know if you want to do price.
I would like people to kind of reach out to us, either on our website
because
or
it just depends
our call
on what they're
center.
looking for.
Absolutely, as well. And plus, there's kind of a lot of numbers there, and I don't want that to take up a little bit of our conversation.
We'll let our
but
salesperson.
I can guarantee you that it is the absolute best pricing in Florida right now.
Okay, so now the question is,
Yes.
for every RVer who's trying to do the Florida shuffle, be in Florida for the winter, I have it booked.
Yes, you need to plan out 10 years.
Right, 10 years
ahead of
planning,
time.
and then you can
Make
be
sure.
here.
Yes, absolutely. No, that's
no.
crazy. That is crazy. And I think that you had an experience about that, right?
And so that's one of the reasons that I've really wanted to do this podcast and to be able to get it on video and talk to you, because that fear that there's no way, if I haven't already booked, now it's October, so if I haven't already booked, I'm never going to get a place in Florida. So it is doable. What about here at Tranquility RV Resorts, Lakes RV Resorts? Are people going to be able to get in? Let's talk about that.
That's a great question. And now, personally, whenever I plan a trip, like I enjoy the planning process, or I want to know that I've got everything nailed down, but that's just the type of person that I am. So of course it helps to be planful, but absolutely it is worth it to, even if you haven't solidified your plans, even if you haven't made reservations, to check our website, to give us a call. I'm going to say the odds are that we probably have a spot for you. There might have been somebody that canceled at the last minute. So I would say remove that fear. Be planful if you can, but I would say that there's definitely opportunity for those last minute decisions.
And again, I was always a planner. I had to know where I was going to be and when. And that went out the window. You know, you see some beautiful site or you find some beautiful place, and you want to change your plan. So for me, I learned how to be flexible and wing it. So this RV resort, people can get in. There are people that have booked already. But again, for those of you, you need to remember that people cancel all the time.
Sure, you can call us directly here at Tranquility Lakes as well. Okay. We're more than happy to answer any questions at all.
Okay, that's good to know. So you can call the location and say, hey, is there room for me? All right, well, let's talk about what else is there. We've parked our RV. We've gotten our outside set up. What's there to do here? Let's talk activities.
There is a ton of activities to do. One of the most beautiful things of the property is our pools. They're overlooking the lakes, so we have a lap pool, we have a large swimming pool, we have a spa as well. Actually, we have 2 spas on the property. One is at another comfort station in another section of the park. We have 10 pickleball courts.
That's just on the outside.
That's just on the outside. Oh, well, thank you so much.
Let's talk about the inside. This clubhouse is amazing.
Thank you so much. We have an amazing clubhouse. You can have, it holds about 200 people, so we can do events as well. We have a couple of rallies coming in the earlier part of the year, so they'll be having events in the clubhouse. But in the clubhouse as well, we have billiards, we have cornhole, we have Pac-Man, we have poker tables.
I saw the poker tables.
They are fun. Now, I'm not a gambler, so you won't find, because I'll lose everything.
Right, but you might be the one that needs, beginner's luck. That might be, you might want to play.
Yes, well, if there's a nickel game, that might be me, but that's the only thing I'm doing.
We'll play like my grandmother taught me how to play poker when I was 5, and you had to have your own pennies and nickels. So yes, we could start with that.
I'm in on that game.
Okay.
I'm in on that game.
So,
But in addition to all of the facilities, we have a tremendous amount of activities. We do morning yoga as well a couple of times a week. We have Cheeseburger in Paradise. We have entertainment and a burger bar as well.
And there's an activities director here on site.
Shanna, she's awesome.
She is awesome. I met her yesterday. She's got so much energy, so there will be a lot more activities coming, I am sure.
Absolutely.
So let's talk a little bit. I just want to let my listeners know some of them are new to RVing. Okay. So rallies, events, meetups, there's all different kinds of get-togethers that people can do. This place holds 200, so I'm thinking there's going to be some people who do the rallies and the meetups and those kinds of things that are going to want to be here, because this is perfectly set up for that.
Absolutely.
There's also a kitchen here. Is that... people coming and use that?
There is a kitchen, yes. obviously, with some planning, we can coordinate the use of the kitchen. I mean, we have coffee and tea here for everybody as well throughout the day, but absolutely, we can use the kitchen.
So if you're having an event here, the kitchen, and this is a full-on kitchen. I'm not talking about some little RV park kitchen. It is a full, looks sort of state-of-the-art kitchen there.
I like to think so, yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay. I didn't test the appliances, but it's got it all in there, which is great. Now, once you do the pizza and the burgers and the donuts and you have your coffee, there is a state-of-the-art facility.
There is a gym, that's right. So
yes.
you can invest in your entire holistic life for that. But yes, we have obviously the resort, as we mentioned earlier, is less than a year old. So obviously the fitness room has state-of-the-art equipment. You can also see our lake from there. We have treadmills, exercise machines, medicine balls, and free weights in there as well.
Incredible. Let's talk a little bit more about the amenities here. We hit on some of them. The lake, which we said is 90 acres.
90 acres, that's huge.
Okay, let's talk. There's so much to talk about. And again, I'm so glad that we have this on video. It just wouldn't do it justice. Walking out to that pool, the Olympic-sized pool, there's a lap pool out there.
Absolutely,
and a hot tub. And again, you thought of everything. You did it well with the lounge chairs, beautiful lounge chairs all around the pool. Just thought of all the details.
Well, and you know better than I, but part of the kind of the RV life is engaging in the community, right? So meeting new people, or friends or family traveling together. And so all of these amenities kind of provide for that opportunity for people to engage and have experiences together, whether it's pickleball, whether it's working out, whether it's doing yoga in the morning, or whether it's relaxing by the pool.
And that is truly what RV life is all about. It's community. You can feel it here as you drive around, which brings me to another point. This is not, people were talking in Hershey and said, oh, is that a 55 plus? I don't know why they thought that, but it is not. It is, everybody is welcome.
Correct. Not everything in Florida is 55 plus. I'm in that group, so I don't say that in a bad way.
Right.
But yes, we welcome everybody, 55 plus, families, couples. If you're just a solo RVer looking to kind of engage in that community as well, everybody is welcome here.
And let's talk a little bit about being solo, because there are a lot of solo RVers out there, and we want to make sure safety. So when I pulled in, first of all, and again, I'm so glad we're going to see this on video. When you pull in, there's a lot of great space to pull your RV in, to go check in. There's a beautiful office space, so you could go check in. And then there's a security gate.
Yes.
So I really feel like this is a safe place. If I'm going to travel as a solo.
I would agree, thank you.
This is, and safety's been something obviously that has been thought of.
Absolutely, it's something we always think about in the Encore brand. It is just part of the overall guest experience.
And when I was here in the clubhouse yesterday, there were kids in here, families in here, getting together, families that didn't know each other that started talking.
It's that community,
great.
right?
It was
Just
that
building that
community,
community.
and you could just see it's going to build. And there's something else you have here, and that is dog. It's pet friendly.
Of
so
course.
Dogs, can we bring
dogs?
our
I believe
Mamma
that we
mia.
have a special
So,
guest today as well.
Those of you who are just listening to the podcast, we have a special guest, this little puppy. Hi. Hi there. This is the cutest.
It is.
Okay,
It is.
to my friends back home, I'm coming home with one of these. She loves me.
She is happy to
And
see
so
you.
even our pets will be happy here.
Yes.
It is pet friendly. Tell us about.
Look at that relaxed vacation face
Oh,
right
my
there,
goodness.
right?
Look at how much more relaxed
Yes.
I am.
Well, actually,
Yes.
you know, our pets are our family members,
Yes.
right? And so we have 2 dog parks. We have a really big one in one section of the park, and then we have another one in another that is a very decent size. So it's not going to be this tiny little closet of a dog park. So obviously, you know, there's fresh air out here. You get ocean breezes, sunshine. So it's great for humans, and it's great for our fur babies as well.
We need to do like a dog event where people bring their pets.
Well,
Look at this.
in that community,
Yes.
I want to say, hey, as people come, like, we can have Poktoberfest, you know.
Listen to you.
We can have like doggy parade. We can have all kind of things, and that's where, since we are a community, I also look to our guests to kind of tell us, hey, what are some additional fun activities that we could do?
Yes, because people come up with great things. This is a little
Yes.
puppy, and she's teething on the microphone. Sorry to the. What is she? What's this puppy? A golden retriever,
beautiful.
which is my favorite. She is what, like 6 or 8 weeks old?
Just like 7 weeks, basically.
7 weeks old. So the people listening.
Encore's newest member,
Encore's
Mama
newest
Mia,
member.
right here.
Her name's Mama Mia, and if you're listening to the podcast, you have got to go over and check out the videos of this little cutie pie. I want a puppy. This is great. So again, Encore, Tranquility Lakes
Absolutely.
RV Resort has thought of everything, and you're always looking to improve and expand.
Absolutely. We thrive on guest feedback. Actually, and we have been receiving some great feedback, continuous 5-star reviews on Google and TripAdvisor that we're very proud of, but we're always looking to get better. So we invite that feedback, what's working well, what can we do better in the community as well. There is also a lot to do in the immediate area. Right, so
let's talk about that. So if you're bored from the sunset,
if you're bored from all the pizza and the burgers and the music and the yoga and the working out and the pickleball.
You're tired of looking at the lakes.
Absolutely.
You're tired of sitting with your puppy.
Absolutely.
What else is there to do in this area?
Well, we are, like I said, literally about a mile away from the coast. So very close to here, like within 15 minutes or less. You can rent boats if you want to. You can arrange for a sunset cruise. You can get a charter to Pine Island, which is just right across from Sanibel and Captiva. So there's Sanibel and Captiva, then there's Pine Island, and then there's the coast of Florida. So there's lots of different ways to explore. You can do all traditional watercraft like parasailing, jet skis, all of that stuff. We're actually right next to a nature preserve as well, and there's also some wildlife areas close by. So it's great for birding, great for all kind of things.
If I had more time, those are the places I'd go. I'd love going out and being in nature, so the wildlife preserves. There's a marina, you said, close by.
There's restaurants close by.
There's
Absolutely.
stores.
There's stores. Publix
Yes.
is just down the road.
Publix.
Walmart's not too far, so if you need kind of those core necessities, you can get that.
20 minutes away is the Costco, 20 minutes or so away. I think I saw Costco.
I believe so as well, yes.
So these are the things, again, RVers are looking for. You can find everything and anything you need in this area. Lots
Fort
of
Myers Beach is about 20-25 minutes south of us. There's also, if you want to drive just a little bit farther, Sanibel Island Captiva is right there. I mean, we have the Gulf Coast. And as a native Floridian, I love the east coast of Florida, but I really enjoy the western Gulf.
Well, I was born and raised in the Philadelphia area, so the Atlantic Ocean was where I went.
Yes.
When I saw the Gulf of Mexico, I was wowed. I do like the West Coast better. I really do.
Well, right.
But, to each his own. Different people like different things. You were talking about looking at reviews. Campground.rvlife.com is the most comprehensive site for campground reviews, and those reviews are by RVers for RVers, so a campground cannot buy.
Okay.
You guys are highly favored. If people have RV Life and they go to the campground site, they can book Tranquility Lakes.
Oh, that's exciting.
Right from that site, and they can see all the beautiful pictures, and those pictures are for real, that's for sure.
So I want to make sure to mention our website, tranquilitylakesrvresort.com. We've got some, oh, Mama Mia, she's saying yes. Book a reservation.
Yes,
I mean, look at that.
I know.
So definitely check out our website. But as Patti said, you can also find out some great information from us at RV Life. I am telling you, right, and you will not be disappointed. You can hold me accountable for this. What you see on the web, on advertising, is going to be exactly what you see when you get here to the park. The lake is actually 90 acres. All of the pads are surrounding the lake, and you will catch some trophy-sized bass on there.
Well, if you could fish, that is. I don't know about me.
That's right.
I
That's
don't
true.
have the
You have to
patience.
fish to catch
Yes,
the bass.
I'll
but
watch
yes, that's
people
true.
fish.
I like doing that too.
Yes, and I will tell you again, 3 years full-time on the road. I've stayed at probably 100 RV parks, resorts, campgrounds, you name it.
Your journey is incredible.
Yes, back and forth across the country 3 times. This place is everything everybody was telling me.
Oh, that's
it's
awesome.
definitely
Thank
a
you for
place
saying that.
like to park an RV for a month or a season. It is truly everything. And the activities, I mean, you are not going to be bored. And if you're bored in the campground, there's plenty to do outside.
Or nearby as well. And,
Nearby, yeah.
I just wanted to add, I enjoyed so much learning about your journey and how you got into the RV life. And I really think it's the testament to everybody out there that you don't have to, it's not like your grandparents had to take you camping for when you were a kid or anything like that. You can literally start RVing tomorrow. RV Life is a great resource for that.
Oh, yes.
You can also go to our websites. You can call us. We can answer any questions. We are here for you, and we're here to provide you and Mama Mia an exceptional
Mama Mia
experience.
she's had enough. She's done. And again, to let people know that haven't heard the story, I literally, it was during COVID, my husband said, let's sell everything, buy an RV, and go full-time
Love that.
RVing. I had been in an RV all of 7 nights at that point. So I laughed when he said it, thinking he was joking. And then when I looked up and saw he was serious, I think I just walked away at that point, and then I came back. We had conversation. 3 months later, sold it all, bought the RV on the road. I'm not sure that works for everybody. Do what works for you. But I will say the RV life is just an incredible lifestyle. So whether it's full-time, part-time, or you just do it sometime, I always say get out there and try it out. And this would be a great place to try it out. That's for sure.
That is great advice. Well, I could say it's been an absolute pleasure having here with us today. And I know that I'm already going to see you in a couple of months for our 1-year anniversary. You committed to that, right?
Okay,
so, all right. So we'll be seeing you.
Got to get those dates.
You can
on the
tell me
calendar.
what kind of cake, like what flavors you like too, and we'll make sure to include
chocolate.
always chocolate. I support
It's always
that.
chocolate, yeah. Well, you've gotten my opinion on the place, and you certainly have gotten Maximo's opinion. But stick around, because we are going to have some guests that have been staying here in the park giving you their testimonial. First, tell your story. You've only been on the road about a year. How did that all start to get on the road full time with 2 small children?
Well, truthfully, I think like almost anyone who gets into RVing, I think, we were in the 9-to-5 rat race, and I think we just we're tired. I think we were tired of not being able to spend as much time as we'd like to with the kids and with each other. And we knew something needed to change. A couple of months before we actually took the dive, I remember throwing the idea out. And I'm like, what do you think about, selling it all and getting on the road full time? And, that idea was shut down so quickly. I really didn't think that there was a chance of us actually really getting into the RV life. And a couple of months later, the idea surfaced again, and I thought I'd just throw it out there. And she took the bait.
Let's go.
You just said, let's go. And
He asked me, and then I don't know if it was in that moment, but maybe a few days later, he's like, you want to go to an RV dealership? And I'm like, sure. I've never been inside of an RV, never been camping a day in my life. And we went, and I was actually very surprised at what we saw. I'm like, it actually looks like we have everything that we would have in a house.
Yeah.
Just, it's a smaller area, less for me to clean.
right. So never been in an RV.
Never.
Been camping.
Didn't know what it
Never.
looked like.
That's more extreme than my story. Wow. And so you went into the RV dealership and you
We knew,
bought-
we knew nothing. And
knew-
so we wouldn't have been able to tell you the difference between an A class, B class, or C,
Didn't know.
or heck, I still don't even know all the classes, for being honest.
But that was very good. A, B, C, very
Okay,
good.
all right.
They're
I'm like, I don't think
motorized.
there's a D. Okay, but
no D.
but between the hey, you know what? Let's go check some out, and us actually buying a truck, buying an RV, putting our house up for sale. I think it was about 7 to 10 days, and so
Wow.
we knew instantly that this was the life for us. So
He had peace, I had peace, and that's, if we both have peace, we're like, let's go for it.
Full
No
speed
plan
ahead.
B. We said
Yeah.
no plan B. We're just gonna go plan
Just
A
go for
only.
it. Okay. And so you've been traveling for almost a year now, right? And
yes.
campgrounds, what kind of campgrounds, what kind of camping are you liking particularly?
Ooh.
Have you done many different types? Have you been like to the state parks?
Yeah, actually. So, of course, we had to learn a lot. We didn't know anything about RV campgrounds. Thankfully, what helped us out a lot was when we bought our RV, it came with a package, 1,000 Trails. We didn't know anything about it. So that helped us to really learn about the parks. And then living in Florida, we learned snowbirds come, and so that affects the winters, and that's how we got introduced to state parks. So we've stayed at state parks, we've stayed at our RV campgrounds, and we've learned to have a love for, an appreciation, I'll say, for both. But I think one of the things that we've really enjoyed is being able to be outside. And so if there's an area where the kids can go out and play and ride their bikes, like that's how Liam learned to ride his bike here.
park, yeah.
At
Here
this
at
park.
Tranquility
Yes,
Lakes,
he
that's so
did.
sweet.
Yeah.
Because we had the space for it, and everyone's just very, very friendly. And so what we found at most parks is they're anywhere that's kid friendly, where the kids can go out and play. The views, being able to just sit out with the family and enjoy a nice sunset. We've enjoyed that about parks.
So now you've been here, Tranquility Lake, several times. You said you've been here for 2 weeks at a time, and then you leave and come back. So it's been several times you've been here.
Yes.
And just having that to be able to go outside and watch, and he learned how to ride his bike here. There should be
Yes.
some kind of certificate. I'm going to talk to management.
Can you please?
Yes, I
Because
will. I
I'm
have
telling you.
connections. He's sitting over there. We got to get a certificate for Liam. There we go.
There should be a spot on the wall where you can
yes.
just, anyone who learns how to ride a bike, can
Yes.
just
There you
picture,
go.
a picture on the wall.
And one of the questions that we've already covered on the podcast, this is obviously not a 55 and older. That was the question. You have 2 little kids. How old are they?
5 and 6.
5 and 6.
Yes.
And there's enough for them to do here? Are they kept busy?
Well, that's part of the reason why I think we keep coming back. You know, I think it's very family friendly, it's very kid friendly, and there is more than enough to do. You know, we wake up and again, we have options, whether it's coming to the clubhouse, of course, where we know that there'll be an abundance of other children, or the pool. There's just more than enough to do.
And weekly activities, there's
That's right.
regular weekly activities, which helps. Kids' crafts, they love art, and so being able to paint,
That's right.
being able to socialize, play games with the other kids. They've been able to have their own kid community, I'll say.
Yeah, it's important.
That is very important, and does seem like the environment for it. What are can you name some of their favorite things here at Tranquility Lakes? What's their favorite?
I don't know if it's theirs or mine, but donuts every Tuesday and Thursdays,
Okay, luckily for the gym room.
and wings and pizza on Sundays. All right,
Okay,
but
pizza on Sundays. That's your
Swimming.
favorite.
I would say definitely
Yeah.
swimming. They learned to swim just before we started RV life living, and so it's an opportunity for them to get their energy out. They love to be able to come to the pool, and it's a large pool, but also I don't know, the depth of it works very well for
perfect.
them.
Yeah, very kid friendly.
While the park has so much to offer, there is also a plethora of things to do in the area. Have you guys ventured out into the area around here?
Actually, we have one of our favorite things to do as a family, especially as we go into new areas and new cities, is we like to go for drives, especially in the evenings, whether it's going to a beach and walking on the beach and letting the kids pick up seashells, or whatever is that food in that area, or farmers markets, different things like that. I've grown to have a love for farmers markets, so whatever's in the area, that's usually what we enjoy.
So whether you're looking to, be to yourself and enjoy the peace and quiet of Tranquility Lakes, or looking to get out and, like she had mentioned, enjoying the beaches or the evening life on Sanibel, or or the quiet walks down on Fifth Avenue in Naples. Considering where it's located really makes it really easy to access those different hot spots around Tranquility Lakes.
And now I've not really spent much time in this area myself. I know that some of those beaches are very expensive to stay there. So being able to stay here, we already talked about the affordability of being here, and then go into those beaches, go to those places. You have your home, and then you leave and you go to those places. There's no better way, I think, to travel.
I agree.
So I'm a little jaded, but this area, I'm going to be back here, I hear, in December, and I will check out some of these areas and places. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, we'll be here, and so we'll save you a spot in your hours.
Great, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. And I babysit, so you
great.
could go out.
Hey, we'll
Where are the
accept
kids?
it.
Where are the kids?
I'm here with Tom Glover, who is you just dropped your RV off here at
Yes, ma'am.
Tranquility Lakes RV Resort.
Tranquility.
Why'd you pick Tranquility Lakes?
Well, one is the location and the newness of it, the size of the park especially. There's plenty of courts. I can hide because I'm not that good.
There you go. Until you get good at it, you hide.
Exactly. And then this view, you can't beat a view with this lake.
Okay, so let's talk about the area. There's so much to do in the park, but now you work at the marina.
Yeah, I'm with Pineland Marina, which is out in Bokeelia. We have charter boats that we do a lot of taking people out to the island. It's also a ferry service. If you live out on the island, we do transport people around. We have a lot of fishing guides that store their boats with our marina.
Okay, so lots to do, again, in the campground, as well as going to the marina, restaurant, bar,
Correct.
going to the islands in the area. There's so much to do here for me. I didn't get a chance to stay long enough and see enough of what there is to do around here. I did see the sunset last night,
did you?
so I enjoyed that.
That's right.
But let's talk about the sites. As a full-time RVer for 3 years, the size of the site is really important.
Right.
So what are you thinking of the site sizes here?
Yeah, the site sizes are there. It's really roomy. I've stayed at a lot of campgrounds where you open your slide and the other slide's pretty close. This has quite a bit of room. You don't feel like you're on top of each other. And back in size, they're really deep.
Right. So there are back in, there are pull-ins. So when you're at the lake, you could pull right in and you are right on the
Right
lake.
on the lake.
Any of those other sites, they're so close to the lake. You just walk out your door and you're a couple steps. The size, so if you have the largest RV, so 45 foot plus with a truck, just for my listeners that have those bigger RVs that worry about getting into
Yeah.
those sites, you will not have a
Not a
problem
problem.
here at all.
No problem.
No problem. And I have friends that have actually a tractor that they pull their fifth wheel with.
Oh, okay.
So there's plenty of places for you to park the tractor part.
Yep.
And park your RV and no problem at all. What are some of the other things you're looking forward to here at this park?
The amenities as far as the clubhouse is second to none. With pool tables, I call it bar shuffleboard.
Right. Is that what it's called? I couldn't remember what it was called.
I really
but
don't
that thing
know.
that you, the puck up
like
and down.
a shuffleboard, bar
Right.
shuffleboard. And what I really started liking is they do the football Sundays. You know, they have the big screen TVs up. You can eat some pizza. When you're done eating the pizza, swim a few laps.
Right.
And then there's a nice
Work it up.
gym.
Yes.
So you can work that pizza off.
Yes.
So.
Now, they do have the Wi-Fi. Have you had a chance to experience?
I've been on the Wi-Fi, no problems at all. I tried to do, I carry my own Wi-Fi through my phone, but I did log in. I'm not sure, I didn't do a speed test on it, but I ran everything I needed to run.
Something very important that's been worked out in this campground, no matter where you are, you have access to that Wi-Fi, and that is so important for my RV friends on the road who are content creators and need to upload.
It is a hidden gem, especially for biking. You know, there's plenty of room to get your exercise in on the bike. The campground's so large. What was it, 90 acres?
90 acres of
90
lake,
acres.
and I think the outside loop is 2 miles.
Yeah, 2 miles. So
Okay.
nice bike rides. And then obviously once we get into November, December, it's really going to be nice.
Okay,
get
well,
away
thank you so much, Tom,
Well, thank you.
for
It was
being
very nice
on
meeting
and
you.
talking to
Anytime.
us. I'm Patti Hunt, and you've been listening to the RV Life Podcast. And I want to remind you to have a great rest of today and an even better day tomorrow.